Hear the hunger in my voice. They used to tell me to speak up. The problem was what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just won't change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame it. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. It's all passion, it's tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passive. I think massive, no response, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. I go, you lose and win like asthmatic. I got first, that's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons, in the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. I don't fake split decisions cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide, like a cabbage patch, I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dollar you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance, boxing the go. And they know I'm raw, and they know the squad, and I'm feeling lost, still in charge. I don't make a follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they on Mars. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that guy in me. You can focus on the dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now. I try to make the news, I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna be the devil. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home truth, I ain't never had to choose. I'm trying to get beamed up, man, y'all try to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up.
I know exactly what they want. Exactly what they want. I know exactly what they want. Exactly what they want. Just be patient. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me, y'all keep the fame. I want the glory, been that nigga, bitches never ignored me. Rich in spirit, little bitch can't afford me. Day one static, fix it with a 4G, red beam on it. You think I'm recording, kicking front doors, you try to backdoor me. We are not a gang, bitch, we an army. Book a den, you know I don't tell stories. Keep it 100 in enlightenment. You niggas fake baby K name Adonis. Mini Drake, clip curl, but somehow I can shoot it straight. Insta clip, I can shoot 4 minutes straight. Turn this to the Super Bowl if I need to. I can hit your chief up with an eagle. Set you up on the score, but they lied to you. Why you letting them niggas mislead you? My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name. You go to war with me. We move the same. You think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name. You go to war with me. We move the same. You think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. You won't see it coming. I move like a crook, a thief in the night. So watch what you put. My aim precise. These bullets 12 inches long. A block away, I could take off the foot. Don't ask me no questions if you know my stance. Bitch, I'm the man, so thanks in advance. They mean a rifle on top of a tripod. If they ever tell you I was taking a stand. Think I run up on me, but I'm way too advanced. Spinning with choppers, turn you into a fan. Can show you the steps, but won't hold your hands. They thought they could stop me, it ain't go as planned. How I get this far? Cause I took a chance. Really got ranked, keeping it a band. This ain't what you think, better think again. This ain't what you think, you better think again. My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name. You go to war with me. We move the same. You think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name, they more for my name is my name. Power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name, they more with the war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster.
Let me get this on. Let me get this on. Right. First star, I'm really that nigga. Truth be told, I'm a noble figure. Local niggas, they be so offended. What's word? It's global business.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. All y'all niggas in the same school and all that?
Hell, fuck yeah.
So none of y'all niggas smoke weed?
Fuck no.
Don't fold if you say you win it. I was molded to it, now I'm in it. Can't control, just the highest limit. Killer shit, but just an honest living. Gotta get it, ain't no time for wishing. The time is now, better pay attention. In my city, you can feel the tension. A terror squad, no pun intended. This ain't for you, but I recommend it. They know we coming, better clear the entrance. Shit get deep, but I keep digging. This how I look when you keep winning. Overtime, I had to take the hint. Shine bright, sit behind the scenes. 1-on-1, I ain't in the mix. Ain't what you thought, better get a glimpse. Came up from a pedal bike. Pressing brakes, I ain't never liked. Whole time I was taking risks. They don't play with me, cause they know I'm going nice. Round form, I ain't even started. Transform, I ain't here to bargain. You all better move with caution. Chains on me, I don't do this often. No error, this shit flawless. Reach for it, you become a target. It ain't worth it, better keep walking. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. To get the moving like Pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. It's about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like Pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. Don't wanna hear all that street shit. Me and my niggas on defense. Wonder who I was in my past life. Don't even matter in that peep this. Remember the days when I was a trooper. Stay on the path and it won't confuse you. Bars all, I'm the one to do it. I roll on ace like a flight maneuver. Try to trick me, I ain't never moving. Camouflage, I can blend into it. They better ride, I don't do the Ubers. Let them talk, I don't hear the rumors. A little suffer ain't really nothing. The way I stomp it, better play the trumpet. You see me coming, better get the running. If they see me coming, better get the running. You ain't never seen it, you ain't never witnessed, you ain't never noticed, you ain't never focused. I was really waiting, I was really training. Sick and tired of being patient. I ain't never doubted, this was in the making. Use what I got, not in the waste. A rapping and singing can never drink it, but I'm from the bottom, so I gotta make it. This ain't rapping, it's a damn warning. Late night to the early morning. Got a vision, I planned it out. Trying to stop me, but I kept going. I study plays, now I'm in the game, and it's all the same, but I had to change. You'll never crash if you in your lane. I can take the loss, cause it's all a game.
Yo, when Casamico being English? Drunk.
All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. To get the moving like Pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like Pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm wrecked out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock. And with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real. Every day while y'all just say watch. We making enemies our foot stores. Y'all know nothing about the op. It's it. One try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me to connect the dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to flop. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them dig the plot. Can't fit you and your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call him my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime. Already wait the coast. That point shoot bitch. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whisper. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone loud. I don't think get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give them a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like Beetlejuice. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour. Nigga, I'm raw, fly with the hammer like Thor. Found on my ops in the morgue, tell them I'm four. I'ma be bombing these lanes, understand how and war. I've been the lead, time to get back in the street. Time to get back on my feet, had time to read. Check out, we came from the east, wait till my dogs are released. Heard they was sleep, so we gon' wake them up. Put them up in the sky, the Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit up my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on, I take a scouter. He on them perks and that powder, homie ain't really that strong. I'm like a dog, better yet Benny King. I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield, boy you see everything. G43, symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too, you crazy.
Held fully accountable for it.
Shalom, YAHANNA. Can you hear us in Durham, sir?
Check. Shalom, Lord Christ. What's going
Shalom,
on?
You hear us in Durham?
What's going on? How we doing?
Not much. You hearing us good?
Loud and clear.
Check.
Loud and clear.
Shalom, YAHANNA. What's going on, Akim?
Shalom, YAHANNA. What's going on, sir?
Most High in Christ.
Come on. I just make it doing a sound check and everything. Y'all ready in Fayetteville?
Who all we got in Durham?
We got myself, Officer Dabawan, We got Officer 500 Yanazar, and we got Officer 50 Maya Shar in the building as well.
Most High Chris. Hold on, I'm coming. Let me tell my headpiece. I'm coming.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, Salaki and Trooper Kashkar is waiting in the background, sir. Come on, Kashkar, how about you, man? Shut up and shot.
Everybody shimmy, how much happy I could thumb.
Salaki, if you could keep yourself on mute, you know what I'm saying, until unless you got a question at any time or anything, just so we can kind of limit some of the feedback. But you got the main stage out of one. It's on you, sir.
Check. That one, can you hear me on this mic?
Come on, sir. If you could, it'd be nice if you had just a little bit more volume on that mic, but I can hear you good though. But a little more volume is a tad bit better.
Keep going.
Check.
Can you hear me now?
That's perfect, sir. Come on.
I'm gonna turn the main down. Check. Can you hear me now?
Come on, sir.
All right, that's loud and clear, Type 1.
Con on one con.
All right, Most High in Christ. Clap it up, get a load of hand. Once again, we're the I.S.U.P.K, star of the 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Operate under Commanding General YAHANNA. We are not affiliated with anyone. If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. The year is 2023, and there's nothing more important or nothing more imperative than we know the truth. What is the truth? The so-called black Hispanics and Native Indian descend from the greatest people that ever walked the face of the earth. Right. You understand? And that truth allowed us to live in a way to walk above all the other nations by doing what? Keeping God, law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Right. In true Israelite fashion in I.S.U.P.K, we teach the whole truth of this Bible, man, that nobody else does in the earth. And we thankful for all the brothers who came before us and put the work in so we can do this truth today. You understand? So with that being said, tonight is scripture breakdown class. And before we get into it, you know what I'm saying? Anybody got any questions, put them in the chat box. Lord willing, Captain I thought come in, we'll get to them. But y'all know how I like to do. I like to go over hot topics. Hot topics. But if you have a question, you know what I'm saying, put it in the chat or say Salaki and ask your question. But Yonazar.
Salaki, sir. Yes.
Hot topics. Let's go.
Adawan, was hot, man. The thing with Trump is hot. China and Russia is hot. But to me, sir, Salaki, the hottest thing is, the brawl, to me, the China and Russia making moves, we can get into that as well, but I never had so much fun on Facebook in my life like this morning with the brothers making up all these different memes and all these different, characterizations of, a chair and all these kind of things. And yeah. Salaki, Most High in Christ, sir. And Most High in Christ. I.S.U.P.K, we've been on this spirit for, since 1969, of course. But to see our brothers and sisters on that spirit like that, like brothers just going out their way to help one another, and sisters, man, it was absolutely glorious, man. I felt so good watching it. Like, it was glorious to me, man. Even the brother, the brother, he smashed the old lady in the head with the chair, but even that, man, made me feel good. Normally, I wouldn't really be happy about seeing such a thing, but man, to me, that was glorious to watch brothers jump. I never seen a brother in my life jump in water and swim to a fight. Right. We call him Aquaman, of course, but I ain't never gonna forget that, man. That would Slaki, sir. That's what I got, sir.
So let's do this. So I may be missing what were the initial what initiated all the battle or the brawl, if I may.
If I may, sir. Okay, so there was a loading dock there. They have a ferry service that docks there. So these white folks with white privilege, they felt that they could dock their boat wherever they wanted to. So the brother, who was the security guard who was initially attacked, he told them that they had to move their boat. And they refused to move the boat. And he was trying to assert his authority as the security of the dock. And they began to assault him. But unbeknownst to him,
So Salaki, what you're telling me is the thing that they tell Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians to do all the time, this brother was actually doing it. So they say, you know, y'all get a job, feed your family, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, be on time, like and be a good be a good employee, right? So respect authority, you know what I'm saying? So that's not even good enough in this empire.
No, not for white. It doesn't trump white privilege, no pun intended. White privilege is the real cause of this, because they thought that right there the ferry is supposed to dock there. But they were in the way, so the ferry had to.
So what you're essentially saying is that was a safety protocol violation, if I may. Right?
Absolutely, sir.
That was a safety issue that was taking place. What else? What else did we see in the brawl, if I may, Baba Kashaw?
Well, sir, like I don't know how the spirit got on brothers, but brothers was running from. Brother jumped in the water. Aquaman was on the ferry that couldn't dock.
We all know what spirit that is. We all know what spirit that is. That's the same spirit that's in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? That spirit of be willing to make the sacrifice.
That's right.
And lose your life for your brother if you have to. You understand? Because your oppressor, he don't give a damn about the old or the young. You understand? So it's our job to put that spirit of warrior, that warrior spirit into the brothers and sisters. You understand? Yeah. So going out to the streets and they always say, you know what? With I.S.U.P.K, y'all so mean. Yeah, y'all so vile. Why do y'all talk like that? Well, the same thing that everybody is praising on all the social media content about how they stood up for a brother. Well, that's what Commander General YAHANNA asked us to do in the name of the Lord in I.S.U.P.K. So they looking for real leadership. That's what real leadership does. That real leadership protects the ones that are getting eaten up by the wolves that are in the earth, man.
That's right.
That's what we seen. Oh my goodness. This you seen a small glimpse of courage for Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Somebody give me the definition of courage, Baba Kashaw. Give me the definition of courage. I may just hold this chair all class, Baba Kashaw, until Cap get here. I don't know. It feels good. Let me try it. See, this feels so, yeah.
Kind, sir.
Come on.
Oxford Dictionary definition of courage: the ability to do something that frightens one. Strength
to do what?
In the face of pain or
the ability to do something.
Of pain or grief.
Read it again, Salaki. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. Salaki.
Oh, come on, sir. Courage: the ability to do something that frightens one.
Read on.
Come. Strength in the face of pain or grief.
Now, if anybody ever been in a fight, you go into the fight knowing that guess what? You could get hit too.
Right.
You understand? You get in the fight, in your mind, you have to know that there's a possibility, even though I'm throwing a punch, I can get punched too.
Damn right.
What we seeing is Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians saying, you know what? I'm gonna exercise my spirit of courage in spite of, you understand? So many things could have went wrong because I heard them oppressors was talking about what if somebody would have fell in the water. At some point, I think that it didn't really matter to us. You understand? Cause what you gonna do then? We've seen what standing by thinking that somebody's gonna have some mercy on us. You understand? We seen that with George Floyd. I'm going back to what Commander Junior Hunter was saying last night. And what he brought up was so obvious, man. If nobody and none of us intervened, that was a possibility they could have killed that brother, man.
That's right.
One wrong punch to the head or one kick could have seriously uninjured that brother, man. And they were trying to. They wasn't like, oh, he's down. Let's just leave him alone and move along. They was like, no, he's down. Let's finish him, man. That's how you know you're dealing with beasts of the field, man. Right. That's how you know you're dealing with animals, man. So when we be out on the streets and we tell the oppressor to bow down and kiss the boots of the privates, we're not wrong, man. Hell no, we're not wrong. Let this be a reminder for the goddamn Christian church. Because the brothers, you know what didn't nobody say? Hold on, let's hold hands. Let's pray these devils away that they leave his brother alone. That's not what they did, Kawal. They exercised courage, and they got it in there, and you know what? And they whooped some ass. You understand? A brother did a 60-mile backstroke just to get to, just to be in it. You know who the spirit of that was? That's the spirit of David, man. And what David brothers, y'all get me that right quick, Baba Kushal. Come on with it. Who got it?
Salakia, I think Cap's ready, sir.
Oh, Salakia. At this point, I'm gonna turn it over Captain of 13,000, Captain 9,000 Banyami and Baba Kushal.
As far as I can see, we can just leave that chair up for the rest of the class. and we all just watch it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Water, sir.
Yeah. So what's going on?
So like I was
Anything in the news?
To it. We were just going over the brawl, if I may, and how our brothers and sisters exercise the spirit of courage. And I was just going back to how brothers were just coming up. You know how David showed up when his brother was like, "Yeah, we know what you came for." How David showed up to fight Goliath, and I thought it was so glorious that our brothers and sisters was in the same spirit to stand up for that brother out of one. That's all.
That's right. Understand? And you know what I mean? I wouldn't go as far as calling it so much a brawl because the news trying to call it a brawl to make us look like we the animals, basically. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'll call it, you know what I mean? Them brothers was trying to intervene when a crime was being done.
Come on.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
I know the term ISO has for that. You know what I mean? Them brothers should be regarded as heroes.
Yes, sir.
Trying to jump in and save an elderly life.
Yes, sir.
You understand? And that's so much like your so-called oppressor. Give me it when give me the scripture where it speaks about them. And I think it's in the Old Testament when we asked to pass through their land, and they said no. And then they started killing the brothers in the back.
Amalek.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Give me that. You understand? You know what I mean? While you're looking for that, and you have any questions? What's his name?
Salakia, sir, I do have a question, sir.
Come on. Why do you look for it for me?
Okay, sir. In the book of Micah, let me get there, sir. Chapter 2, verses 4 and 5.
Micah. Come on, let me get with you. Micah what?
2. Micah 2, verses 4 and 5, sir.
2. 4 to 5, right?
Come on. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 4. In that day shall one take up a parable against you and lament with a doleful lamentation and say, we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people, how that he removed it from me.
17.
Turning away, he had divided our fields.
What specifically?
Okay, so I'm just trying to, like, it's kind of a little confusing to me as to who's who in the verses, right? Like, I know he's talking about the oppressor on some level.
Mm-hmm.
And then in verse 5 it says, therefore thou shalt have none that shall cast a cord by lot in the congregation of the Lord. So
tell me what you just was like a general breakdown for this, right?
Kind of one sir.
I'm gonna have this for you next week, right? Just to be on the safe side. But I have your other one that you had from last week.
Oh, I appreciate it, sir.
Just let me make sure I make note of it. It's lucky. Right? And I think somebody asked about Isaiah 46. I'm still working on that one. All right.
Micah 2, 4, and 5.
Micah 2, 4 to 5, right?
Kind of one concept.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Let's move. Okay, go ahead. Any more?
No, it was the one from last week was Ezekiel 36 and 12.
We'll come to that one. I just want to see if that they have that the verse I was asking for.
Let me.
So like, sir, I would think it's Exodus 17 and 5.
Come on.
The book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 5. And the Lord said unto Moses, go on before the people, and take thee of elders of Israel, and thy rod, wherewith thou smotest the river, in thy hind hand, and go. Verse 6.
No, I don't think that's it. I'm gonna get it just now.
Lucky, sir. He's in the right chapter though, sir. No,
okay.
this is when we dealt with Amalek.
Yeah,
Amalek came behind the children of Israel and slew the old people and the cripples and everything.
Yes, that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for.
It's start at verse 10.
Okay, good.
Come on.
You got it out of one?
I see where you go ahead.
Yanisa, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead and get Yanisa.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 17 and verse 10. So Joshua did as Moses had said, and to him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses and Aaron and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And then in verse 14, Salakia. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. It might be Deuteronomy, what is it, 17 and 25? 25.
I'm gonna get it just now. All right. Any questions?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
I'm just checking online. I don't think I see anything online at the moment.
Okay. 1 minute.
Deuteronomy 25 and 17, sir.
Okay, read it for me.
It's this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25 and verse 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when ye were come forth out of Egypt.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How he met thee by the way and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not God.
You understand? Like that's your oppressor, right?
Right.
He saw there was what? One brother one brother was there, and he thought that Jake, you know what I mean, that Jake was, you know what I mean, fitting to get punk. You understand? And that's how he liked to do it. He likes when the, how to put it, when the probability is with him. He likes that. And then he gets big and what? Bold. And before you know it, you know what I mean, it's us against what? Them.
Come on.
You understand? One brother, wait, put the arm, who was playing it?
I got the video, sir.
Yeah.
Come on, sir.
Let me see the, you know what I mean? Brother, that brother immortalized that call for brothers. When he take that hat off and fling it in the air, it was on and popping. And this is what we was going over last week, right? What is the older brother trying to do? Tab on, put me on big on the screen and then put the video up in the corner. What is the brother trying to do? For those of you who saw the video,
He's
come on.
It's like he's trying to enforce the law, the rule.
Yeah, correct. That's exactly what he's trying to do. But guess what? Esau is a what?
Lawless devil, sir.
What does the Bible call him?
Oh,
a beast, sir.
Yeah, beast.
Okay.
And with animals, I mean, animals don't do what?
Like I said, they don't obey rules.
You don't obey rules. A male dog, you understand? If he is in heat and his mom is around, what is he going to do?
Hump his arms.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to try and do. He don't have no rules. You understand? And with these heathens, that's how they are. They have no rules. This brother is trying to enforce the law. Trying to enforce the law. The same laws, more than likely, they instituted. And they don't want to follow it.
Right.
He had to try and reason with them. You can't park here. Well, this, that, the other. You can't do this, that, the other. Trying to reason with them. No reasoning. Come on.
It's white privilege, man.
Yeah.
It's white privilege. They felt that they were privileged to park where the what is it? They had a ferry that was supposed to park there.
Mm-hmm.
But they feel that because they're white and he's black, that he don't have no authority over them. They have authority over him.
Right. You understand? That's it. Ain't no age 65-year-old man. Ain't no old man gonna tell me what to do. And he's being very what? He's trying to be professional with them. He put his hands on nobody. Trying to tell them, yo, move. This is where the ferry parks. You can't be here. But they don't want to listen. You understand? Right? Read on. How one you could do it?
When therefore, this is verse 19. Oh, you want me to keep reading Deuteronomy?
Yeah. You keep on reading Deuteronomy, but I told Tabo and put me big on the screen and then put the
What's luck? I didn't hear that, so I got you.
Mm-hmm.
At verse 19.
And you can play the video and you can play it slow. Go ahead.
Therefore it shall be, when the Lord thy God hath given thee rest from all thine enemies round about,
mm-hmm.
in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it.
No. Stick with me, Yanisa. Let's read over that part with the hindmost.
Okay. Even how he met thee by the way. This is verse 18, sir. Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
how he met thee by the way and smote the hindmost part of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee.
Right. So who is in the hindmost? Who's in the hindmost part? Who's there?
Old people, the kids, and the cripples.
Yeah. And that's who he want to fight and kill. You understand? That is, you know what I mean? That's straight up cowardly. You understand? And you can see it's cowardly. Why? Because when the other brothers came, they didn't want no beef. It was done. Where was all the, you know what I mean? Where's all the manliness? Where's all of that? Where all that went? Where all the testosterones went?
Right.
When them 3 brothers or 4 brothers approach them, it's like now they want peace. Now they come to their senses that maybe we done effed up. Just maybe. You understand? But it's too late. It's too late. You understand?
Okay.
Right? And Moses, give me the story. Moses also too. Give me that story, Moses. You know what I'm talking about? When Moses saw his 2 brothers fighting. You understand? Right? Give me that. And then give me in Genesis, right? In Genesis, where Esau was begging, where he was begging for what you call it again? For he was begging for a blessing in Genesis. All right. Go ahead, Yanazar. Tell him where you are.
Officer Maya Shaw has it.
Go ahead.
Come on, sir. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting in Hebrew.
He what?
He spied an Egyptian smiting in Hebrew.
You understand? No. He saw a what? A heathen doing what?
Attempting or smiting a Hebrew, one of his brothers, one of his people.
Meaning he's trying to do what to that brother?
Trying to kill him, sir.
Trying to hurt him. You understand? Trying to inflict harm on him. You understand? And these brothers saw what? They saw this brother here was fitting. These beasts were inflicting what?
Harm, sir.
Yes. What does the Bible say?
Oh, slacking, sir. Smiting, sir.
Yes. He saw these so-called beasts, these Caucasians who are so lawless, who doesn't want them to follow their own rules, have all the money in the world, have their own boat. We can't even afford a boat, so we had to do what? We had to go rent. We had to go pay money to get on a boat just to go on the water. They have their own boat, have all the money in the world, and they can't follow their own rules. You understand? You want to inflict harm on one of God's chosen people? Now read on.
Come on. One of his brethren. Verse 12. And he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian.
All right. What was Moses right for doing this? Sure no.
Well,
what would they call that today?
They would call that murder today, sir.
Yes. You understand? He had the right what?
Spirit.
Yes. But you can't commit murder. You understand?
Sir.
I got the blessing, sir, when you want it.
Huh?
I got Esau begging for the blessing if you want it, sir.
Yeah, we come into that. You can't do that. You understand? But that spirit of somebody harming your people, what them brothers did was what?
So
What
like,
them brothers did was what? Come on.
So like they're in the right spirit. I mean, what's like it? What you were talking about? What the brothers came to defend of the brothers?
Yeah, what they call in a brawl when it was, you know what I mean, they was trying to stop a crime.
Oh,
What
so
they did was what?
Defend.
Yeah, was it right or wrong?
It was right, sir.
Yes. You understand?
Come on.
It was right. That spirit is right in here.
Damn
you
right.
Understand? You understand? All right. Now read on.
Come. He slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand.
Right.
Verse
and that's how we know it was what?
It was wrong.
Yeah. Why?
Because if it was right, if it was like self-defense, he wouldn't have to hide anything.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to hide nothing. Just like those brothers, they don't have to hide nothing. It's all on tape.
Slug it, sir.
Come on.
If I could, Officer Awabad said in the comments, 3 of those white men have been charged.
That's good.
Crimes.
That's good.
Which shows that them brothers they did the right thing.
Yes, they stopped a crime. You understand? They stopped a crime. Because if they didn't do that, if they didn't try to, if that first brother didn't come down and help him, you know what I mean, try to stop it, it would have been bad for that brother. He might have lost his life.
Come on.
Because it's from that where everything now stems. You understand? It's from that where, you know what I mean, you have this whole, you know what I mean, this whole ruckus taking place. Because these devils started it.
Damn right.
You understand? They started it. The Lord was with those brothers that day. You understand? Right? Read on.
Come. Verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together. And he said to them that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow? Verse
What
14.
is he asking?
So like I said, he asking, why'd y'all do that?
Yeah. Yeah. Why you all fighting? You understand? Just think about it. Moses just risked going to what?
He just risked everything. He risked his life.
Yeah, he risked going to what? To prison, or even losing his life, getting executed. You understand? For committing what? That's what they call a capital murder. You understand? According to Esau law, that is what? Life imprisonment or what? Or execution.
Damn right.
If you're found guilty, he risked it all. And then he come out the next day to see what? 2 brothers what? Fighting? Read on.
Come. Book of Exodus chapter 2 verse 14. And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us?
Right? And this is where you gotta understand too. And now I'm gonna get some of this also too. This book here that I read it now. Hold on, wait this. I'm gonna tell my lose it. Here it goes. Hold on. So then which one to deal with first? Give me 1 minute. Let me make my mind up. Hold on, By that time, I'm gonna share it with your Tabo one. Now go ahead and read it over one more time.
Verse 14, sir. Come. Book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 14. And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me as thou killest the Egyptian?
Right. So now what is going on here? What is this? What come on.
So like I said, if I could, the brother he's questioning here is now asking him, oh, what, you intend to kill me like you did that Egyptian?
Right. So now you got this brother here who basically trying to tell you what is he saying in the least words possible?
He's telling Moses that he know what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're gonna kill somebody else. Like, I know you killed this Egyptian.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna kill me too? Like,
okay, you're right, but think about it this way. How to say it without giving it? Read one more time, Mayasha.
Come on, sir. Book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 14. And he said, who made thee a prince and judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me as thou killest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said,
okay, why is he saying it? What's the spirit behind him saying it like that?
Oh, Slack, sir, is he asking like, who are you to judge me, or who are you to come at me with judgment?
Why?
So like, sir, this time is Moses like a high-ranking official in the Egyptian empire? Like, is he?
Yes, he up there. He's in, the house, Pharaoh's house.
Right. So okay. So he's fearing. Yeah, he's basically in fear for his life. He thinks, okay, well, this powerful man could do this to this other Egyptian. He could surely do it to me.
Baaz, I think, blackmail. I ain't gonna say it's blackmail. It's a little more than that.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Would it be on the lines of, now your hands is just as dirty as mine? Who are you to tell me when you dirty too?
That's it. That's it. Meaning you can't go and pop holes, right? And then come tell a nigga you can't pop holes. You understand? You can't go kill somebody and then come and tell a brother who's selling, who doing drugs or selling drugs, or committing some crime. You can't do that. You understand? Then he has what? He has something to throw back in your face. You understand?
Come.
You understand? That's why in here you have to keep a very what? High standard. You have to.
Come.
Your enemies, they're looking for what? They're looking for any nick, any wrongdoing. And guess what? The whole body gonna be rotten.
Right.
You understand? And now we have, we had to, clean up on aisle 6. Because you can't, you can't keep your rod in your pants. You can't keep your mouth closed. You can't keep your leg closed. You understand? Right? Now, Tabon, you able to pull that up on the screen?
Come on.
And this is how they think. You understand?
Come.
Read the highlighted part from there. Or read the heading.
It's like, sir, the value of having an enemy. Come on. So like, let me give
Go ahead.
Come on. Salaki. Let's get a full screen, sir. Salaki, 1 second, sir.
Go ahead. Take your time.
That one. I want the other one. Come on, sir. I got it. Here we go. Come on. The value of having an enemy. True to the principles enunciated. Salaki.
I see it, son.
It's like, we just have mic feedback. It's like, sir. True to the principles enunciated by Margaret Mead, every culture handcuffs hostility within the group.
What is that? What is that
saying?
What is that saying?
It's like, sir.
Come on.
Every culture handcuffs hostility within the group. I guess in a way, meaning like within a group, naturally, it's best to kind of any discrepancies, disagreements, or again, hostility, it's best to kind of quell that and lessen it, kind of deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, like lions got to deal with going against gazelles. You know what I'm saying? And whatever animals they got to deal with. So if there's something amongst them, it's best to kind of, to deal with it and shut it down early. So for their species to survive.
Yes. I'll take that. It's much like, and that's what, and that's how you know when a people basically they conquered, when this is not going on. You understand? You should be able to have a beef within a group or within a culture, and it be taken care of by what? By the people within that culture.
That's right.
Within your nation. You understand? So that the proper means of justice is going to be taken care of. But when you have somebody else, you understand, inside your group, deciding what justice is, it's going to, you will not understand what real justice is. You understand?
Concept.
You will not understand it. All right? You will see it in the eyes of your oppressor. Right? For example, that we celebrate what? Independence Day. Because to us, we see it in the eyes of the oppressor. That's the day what? That they fought for their independence. And they don't say the oppressor. They say that's the day we got our independence.
Right.
You understand? Which means you making yourself part of that what? Culture, when that culture is not making you part of their culture.
Right.
They're not. You understand? You go look at their constitution, go all the way back to the Declaration of Independence. You are not part of that. You understand? They when Esau has a ought with one of his brothers, what does he do? Come on.
He takes him to court.
Yes, he goes takes them to court. You understand? Because he know that system there is designed for who? For his culture.
Right.
You understand? All right? Now read on.
Concept. True to the principles enunciated by Margaret Mead, every culture handcuffs hostility within the group. But in exchange for this imprisonment of anger.
For this what?
For this imprisonment of anger.
Right. Meaning, in her mind, it's an imprisonment. Right? And that's because of what?
Salaki, sir, if I may.
Come on.
The anger comes from the inability to resolve it among yourself.
Yes. So where does that come from?
It comes from the oppression.
Maybe I asking it incorrectly. All right? Maybe I asking the question. I ain't asking it too. You know what I mean? Come on.
If I could, as I was saying, when it says, okay, so remember the two metaphors. In the first sentence, she said, handcuff the hostility within the group. And the second part says this imprisonment of anger. So it's the same thing that was handcuffed in the first part. So meaning within, let's say we're in a group, right? So within our group, if I decide, this is the, this is the Roxborough crew. And we're a group. So whatever hostility I might have with Yanazar or Maya Shah, we handcuff it. As in we keep it low, we quell it down and don't let it escape. Like, no, that's our thing. We're gonna resolve it between us. But now I might have pent up aggression.
Right. And why would you have pent up aggression? No, bring it to your culture. Bring it to your culture.
Because I'm a soldier. I'm a warrior. So the scripture say that the Lord is a man of war. Is that what you're going with it, sir?
No. Like, okay, meaning Can I have pent up anger for you?
Come.
Not according to the scripture. Salaki, sir. Salaki.
I think Yeremiah voice I hear.
Con, sir. I was say she has that pent up anger because she's not going to he and thee alone.
That's it. They don't have laws like that.
All right.
You understand? They don't. You understand? But we do. So there's no need to have what? Pent up anger. The only reason you haven't pent up anger is because whatever is the problem is not getting resolved. You understand? It's not. Just think that these are animals you're dealing with. This right here, that whole situation that took place with that brother, these are animals you're dealing with. Once you get to understand these animals you're dealing with, now you get to understand what? There's nothing you could do what? You can tell that animal to make him what? Understand.
That's right.
You understand? There's nothing. Right? Come on.
Keep reading, sir.
Yeah.
Come. But in exchange for this imprisonment of anger, the culture offers a set of outsiders that it's acceptable to loathe and sometimes kill.
What?
But in exchange for this imprisonment of anger, the culture offers a set of outsiders that it's acceptable to loathe and sometimes kill.
What does it mean to loathe?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Like it's extreme dislike or disgust for someone.
Yeah. And that's what your soul went on there.
Right.
You understand? Like all that pent up anger, who knows? You know what I mean? If, you know what I mean, just think, you know what I mean, if his woman, you know what I mean, belittling him in that boat, and he upset, and he needs somebody to take what? To take that vicious anger out on. And this brother comes along trying to do his job, and lo and behold, he unleashes on him. Like one man came from the back and tried to jump him. Then another came from, brother, he was getting hit from all sides.
Come.
All sides. For what? Read that part over one more time.
Come. Salakia, but in exchange for this imprisonment of anger, the culture offers a set of outsiders that it's acceptable to loathe and sometimes kill.
And we do get killed. And if them brothers didn't jump in, that might have happened. You understand? It might have happened. Read on.
Come. These are the folks we call enemies.
And that's what went on there. They looked at that brother as being their what? Enemy. Ain't no question about it. That's how they looked at him, as being their enemy for whatever reason. I don't, you know what I mean? Like who knows how Esau really thinks but the Lord. You understand?
Come.
All right? All right?
Come.
Come on, so camera back to the Bible now. Where we at in the Bible? Who was holding something for me? Right?
Salaki, sir, I'm holding where Esau cries for his birthright.
Where he cries for his, yeah. Now give me that. Hold on. Go ahead. You go ahead, Yanazar.
Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 37. I'm going to start at verse 34, sir, Baba Kashah. It says, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And I'm going to skip down to verse 38, sir.
Yeah, come on. Give me to the meter.
And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Verse 39.
For those of you who didn't know, what Giannis is reading about is when Jacob got the blessing, right? You could say what? Stole the blessing, who cares? You understand? But the Lord had prophesied that what? Jacob was supposed to be the one to inherit that blessing. You understand? And Esau came after, thinking that there was a blessing for him to get. But there was what? There was no blessing for him to get. But this. Read on.
Verse 39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. Verse 40. And by the sword shalt thou live.
You understand? It seems as if he was getting the same blessing we were getting, but it wasn't the same. If he had to get what we had, he would have to do what?
He would have to obey God.
No.
It's like it, sir.
That's not what it's saying there. What is it saying right there?
So like sir, he would have to kill for it.
Yeah. He will have to kill who?
His enemy, his brother.
Who will have to kill for it? Okay. If I say, Yanaza, I'm giving you Durham, right? And every good thing in Durham is yours. Every good thing in Durham is yours, right? And then I come and tell Zion, every good thing in Durham is yours, except you'll have to live by the sword. What would he have to do?
He would have to take whatever he think is good by the sword.
How are you going to do it?
So like you said,
well, yes, by the sword, but you correct, Giannis, that's it. Come on.
And you have to create an enemy in your mind because we can't share the same thing.
Yeah. So once you create the enemy, guess what you're going to have to do? You got to kill. You got to enslave. Right? You're going to have to do these things. So now you have America because of what? Because you are living by what? The sword. And you can clearly see that he's living by the sword because since he came out of them caves, he been what? He been fighting to hold on to whatever he has to get. He been fighting. How many warships he had to send to I think it's wait. Is that Alaska? No, is it Alaska?
The Aleutian Islands.
Yeah. How much warships he has to send?
I think he sent 11.
No, he sent 4. It's China and Russia make up the 11. You understand? These heathen fit in to go at it. Why? They are fighting over something that does not belong to them. You understand? And the only way they are going to get what they had to get, they're going to have to fight and kill for it. But brother, me and you, what we have to do? What would me and you have to do?
We have to forgive one another. We have to come and talk it out and forgive one another, work it out.
Yes. We're going to have to come together. That's it. We're going to have to come together and we're going to have to recognize that we are not the enemy. You understand? And that we have an enemy that is destroying us, that is trying to put us in the grave. We're going to have to come together and do what the Lord said to do. That's all. And before you know it, Christ is going to be back.
Damn
and
right.
It's going to be on and popping. Right? He'll be live. You understand? It'll be on. It will be on and popping.
Most High Christ.
All right. Any more to that? Who was reading?
Officer Yanazar, sir.
Any more to it?
It says in verse 40, it says, and it shall come to pass that thou shalt have when thou shalt have the dominion, and thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. But so like I skipped the part. by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother.
Mm-hmm. You understand? They were supposed to do what? They're gonna have to, yeah, they're gonna have to serve us.
Damn right.
And brother, they're gonna fight tooth and nail not for that to happen. I fight tooth and nail for that not to happen.
Right.
You create your laws, and because we're enforcing it, you hate us for it. You can't follow your own laws. You trying to beat up on an old brother.
Good night.
Yeah, yeah, you deserve something.
Yes, they got it.
You deserve something real good.
That's right.
You understand? Where's my chair, Zion? You need that.
That's right.
You understand? You need somebody to knock some sense into your head. Right? Tabo one, go back to this part of the book here, right? And read this.
Come.
Read that first page to the left.
Come, sir. Mother Nature, the bloody bitch.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Salak, sir. Wrong. Salak. I'm gonna read it again. Mother Nature, the bloody bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Lock you. Just read from the start from the beginning or go straight to the
highlight? Read this exist right there.
Come,
These are from, from proud, so-called oppressors who taught, they had some type of knowledge. Come on.
Come. We do not see or we forget that the birds which are idly singing around us mostly live on insects or seeds and are thus constantly destroying life. Charles Darwin, The Origin of the Species.
You understand? You understand what he's trying to say?
Come, sir.
What is he trying to say?
He's saying, he's basically saying that, like, destroying life is part of life.
Yes.
Oh man.
Right? That's how they think.
Come.
Right? Come on.
Come. Mankind has always been cutting one another's throats.
Right. And now just remember, when you're reading this, right? This is Esau trying to, pile everybody into his mind. We have his mindset. You understand? And you're going to clearly see that we don't have his mindset, but it's okay. I shouldn't say we don't have his mindset, but by nature we don't.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
It's him rationalizing his ways.
Yes, his way of life.
Okay.
And why he kills. You understand? Why he enslaves. Because he thinks like an animal who's trying to be on top of the food chain.
Right.
Right? But read on. I don't want to give it to you.
Come. Mankind has always been cutting one another's throats. Do you not believe that hawks have always preyed upon pigeons? Then, if hawks have always had the same nature, what reason can you give why mankind should change theirs? Voltaire, Candide.
You understand this bastard? No, skip me to the highlighted part. So now you see the both of them making cases of what? On killing is just part of what? Nature.
Part of life.
Yeah, part of life. It's like what Moses did to them, because it was done to them, they will consider it a crime. But if they had done it, they would have made a reason why they would have to do it. You understand? When it's a crime. But they don't, they are making an excuse to do what? For crimes like this, you understand? To be what? To be basically, just part of life. So you enslave black people, you kill and lynch black people. Why?
It's like, sir, just a part of life. For
Yeah,
rulers.
not just a part of life, but why is a hawk killing a pigeon?
Salakia, sir.
Uh-huh.
That's nature.
Okay, why is a hawk killing a pigeon?
Because that's Salakia, because the pigeon, he got to eat. The hawk got to eat.
That's it. Why he enslaving you and killing you?
Say, because what old dude said? Because he got mouths to feed.
Yes. That's why.
So Salakia, sir, if I could,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I heard this before, but I don't know if some like people like some Edomites that believe they're I guess they know that we're God's people, and I don't know if I heard this or I read this somewhere, but they actually believe it. What do they call it? Predestined. What do they call it? Something like they was destined to have this position. Like
manifest destiny.
That part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's it. Now read this next part right here that's highlighted.
Come on, sir. Salak, you mind if I start from just the top of that paragraph, sir?
Yes. Come on.
Come on, sir. In 1580, Michel de Montaigne, inspired by the discovery of New World tribes untouched by Europe's latest complexities, initiated the idea of the noble savage. Nearly 200 years later, Jean-Jacques Rousseau popularized the concept when he published 4 works proclaiming that man is born an innocent wonder, filled with love and generosity, but that a Luciferian force ensnares him.
Right. Okay. I know. Understand what he's saying here too, right? And okay, this part what he's saying here, is it true?
I mean, for the oppressor, hell yeah.
Okay, when it comes to us also too, right? When it comes to us, right? Look at your meanest killers, right?
Mm-hmm.
People, you know what I mean, who do, you know what I mean, crimes, you know what I mean, that eat people, you know what I mean, that do real heinous crimes. Were they baby once?
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's correct when he says what? Read that part where he say proclaiming that man is born an innocent wonder.
Come on, sir. Proclaiming that man is born an innocent wonder, filled with love and generosity.
Yeah, a baby. What a baby know about killing?
Nothing.
Does a baby know about killing?
Laas.
Yeah. Does a baby know anything about danger?
Laas.
No. That baby, you feed that baby gonna laugh, you know what I mean, scream, whatever. He hungry, cry out, you know what I mean? He wants you to hold him, he cry out. You understand? But then, where does it come from? Read on tab 1.
Come on, sir. But that a Luciferian force ensnares him. Modern civilization.
You understand? Remember that Luciferian, you know what I mean, that Lucifer effect, right?
Okay.
Right? It says it ensnares him. How does it ensnares him? Because when you read the Bible, what's the reason for the Lord giving you laws? What's the reason for the Lord giving you laws?
Salakia.
Uh-huh.
To govern.
Yes, I'll take that, to govern. What else?
Slakia, sir, to separate you from animals.
That's it. So you don't have to live like a lion.
Right.
You understand? You don't have to live like him, where your belly hurting you, so you decide to go kill. You understand?
Oh, God.
What the lion is doing is totally different to what he is doing. But he's trying to justify his means of killing when he is not an animal. You understand? Right? He could read and write. He could, you know what I mean? He write a constitution where he get the laws from the Bible. So which means he could read, he understands it.
Right.
You understand? But he wants to live like this, like a creature. Read on tab 1.
Sir. Rousseau claimed that without civilization, humans would never know hatred, prejudice, or cruelty.
Now, who wants to hit the nail on the head? Who is he blaming here?
Salaki, sir. Rousseau claimed that without civilization, humans would never know hatred, prejudice, or cruelty. I have 2 guesses, but I'll just go with the first one if I could, sir.
Go ahead.
Is he trying to you know, I can't even do it, Salaki, so I have no idea. When he says civilization, boom.
Salaki, sir.
Come on, Zion.
I would say he's trying to blame the Most High for it.
Yes, he is doing what who did it? Go to where Adam. Go to Adam. You know when Adam said, "You was the one that gave me this woman."
Right, the woman you gave me.
Yeah. All right. But Yerma, go ahead. What you was gonna say?
So like I was gonna say the same thing Officer Zion said.
Okay. All right.
So like, sir. Is he just trying to blame the people around him, everyone else but him, or this group?
No, okay. When he says civilization, what does he mean? Who is he talking about?
It's like he said, the world around him, or the people. Oh, go ahead, sir.
Look up civilization.
Okay.
Come on.
Salakia, sir. He's basically talking about his civilization, what he made.
Okay, that's what. Okay, you're seeing it because you're in the truth, and that you have to see that. You understand? This is his civilization. You understand? Right? This is how he thinks. Right? But he's saying without civilization, humans would never know hatred. You understand? But what does the Bible say?
Salaki, that man by nature, he's a beast. Without the truth, he's like a beast. Salakia.
Come on.
I'm not sure if there's a particular scripture you want. I know that, according to the Bible, it was the laws of the Most High that actually made man, a living soul. In other words, before we had the laws, we were just like beasts. So there was nothing governing some Neanderthal from raping some woman and saying that's his wife, from having sex with his mother, or having sex with a donkey, or whatever the heck. There was nothing separating us. No, I say us. I'm not saying us as in, the Israelites, but how the oppressor once was, how people were before Adam. They were like animals, before the Most High actually gave the laws to Adam.
Okay, so my question would be, who are the laws for?
The sons of Adam.
Well, give me a little more. If I had to bring it to today. Come on.
So today the laws are for the Israelites.
The Israelites, correct.
Come on.
You correct, right? So the laws are for the Israelites, which means what? You want to know why Esau doesn't follow your laws? Because this ain't his.
Right.
He ain't doing it. Why he had to do it? You understand? So he believes that what humans would never know what hatred, prejudice, or what cruelty to him. right? Because he is trying to deflect. Okay, he's trying to deflect the whole blame. You understand? From his civilization, from
Right.
his people. Because if you go look at the history on his people, what's happening? Put me big on the screen. Tab on. What's happening? If you go look at his history compared to our history, you'll clearly see that this is a what? Murdering bastard.
Right.
You'll clearly see he's a murdering bastard.
Conquer.
You understand? Clearly see. Who have Adam?
It's like it, so I have it.
Come on.
Genesis chapter 3 and verse 12. And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat.
So what is Adam trying to tell the Lord?
So like I said, that is his fault that he sinned.
Yeah.
That is the Lord's fault.
Yeah. You give me this trash. You give me this.
Oh, wow.
And the Lord gonna deal with him something, you know what I mean, something so horrible that we still trying to this day to correct it. To this day, we still trying to get back there to where he left off from. You understand? Now, give me, I think it's in Proverbs, where it speaks about the wicked. When the wicked is in rulership, the earth mourn.
29 and 2. Proverbs 29 and 2.
Give me that.
So like I said, I have it.
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right. If we were in charge, we wouldn't have to be discussing Mother Nature and the bloody bitch. Right. There ain't gonna be no discussion about that. Right. You understand? When Christ return and is in rulership over this place, it ain't gonna be Mother Nature and the bloody bitch. That ain't going on. That ain't happening. Right. You understand? Right? Read on.
Wakan. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
The people what?
Mourn.
The people mourn. The people mourn. And what he is speaking about is what? The reason why he is saying it like that is because what? The earth is in mourning because of these type of characteristics, these attributes. You understand? This is why. Because like you can't follow laws. You want to behave like a lion. Come on.
So could you use this to specifically speak on like the condition of the earth, like the ozone layer, the climate, all of the stuff that the oppressor does?
Yes. There are animals that are extinct, not because the Lord killed them out in the ark. It's because your oppressor trying to get something upon the wall. You understand? Trying to get some trophy head on the wall or some animal on the wall. Yeah, who knows if them oppressors all the way up there have all them extinct animals heads on the wall? Who knows?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
And with his wicked, with the science that he trying to bring them back, so he probably will extinct them again.
Yeah. You understand? Yeah.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
To add on to what Officer Lahab just said, Salaki. They had this thing called a Siberia, Australian tiger, some kind of tiger, Tasmanian tiger or something, and it went extinct in 1919 or something like that. They killed the last one. They have the DNA. They want to bring it. They want to like bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he trying to play God, right? Yeah, but let's go down. Tabo, and skip down to the other highlighted part right here.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
We can also probably be sure that he have some black men preserved somewhere, probably in some of them houses or something, just like they have the other animals on their walls.
It could be. I ain't putting nothing past him. He's an animal. You know what I mean? I ain't putting nothing past him. But I ain't go, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say, yeah, I mean, not sure about it, but I ain't gonna put nothing past him.
Con.
No, skip me down here.
Con, sir. As a result, we are told almost daily that modern Western culture, with its consumerism, its capitalism, its violent television shows, its blood-soaked films, and its nature-mangling technologies, programs violence into the wide-eyed human mind. Our society is supposedly an incubator for everything that appalls us.
What is he saying?
It's saying, Salaki, if I could, sir, Salaki. If you could just go back to the last page, sir, so I can just kind of rehash that first part of my mind.
So just to let you know, right? Just to bring it, this first part you read right here, where he talks about proclaiming that a man is born an innocent wonder and filled with love and generosity. Think also to, you know what I mean, when people say what about them that LGBTQ lifestyle, that you could be born, that when that is a lie. Can be born like that. You understand? You can't. But it's something that it's a learned behavior.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. Come on.
Okay. As a result, we are told almost daily that modern Western culture, with its consumerism, its capitalism, its violent television shows, its blood-soaked films, and its nature-mangling technologies, programs violence into the wide-eyed human mind.
Go ahead.
Slovakia, it's like this. Okay, so that first part is saying that what we're told is that the violent things about our culture are programmed into us.
Yes, that's it. That's it. That's why the reason why you have more and more LGBTQ lifestyle, the more and more people trying to transition is because they are being
programmed.
Yeah, that's it. Program. He's telling you that you're being programmed. You understand? And you being programmed so much because you don't want to make an enemy of this man. Right. The Lord calls him an enemy for a reason, so that you don't get mixed up in his culture and his way of life. That's why this school is separate. You have an issue with a brother in here, you ain't going to take him to court. You're going to take him to council.
That's right.
And you're going to set it up. You understand? And get that worked out. Come on.
So like I said, back in like 1982, when America was starting to have conversations.
Go ahead.
So like back in 1982, America was starting to have conversations regarding a game called Dungeons and Dragons, and they were starting to say that Dungeons and Dragons was influencing children to worship satanic things, and killing and blood and all that stuff was just kind of poisoning their mind. But it's just crazy how they can see it with Dungeons and Dragons, but they can't see it with drag queens on the streets of America.
Right.
Okay, I'll help it to one. You see what you're reading here? They could see it, but they're trying to program society in a way to for their convenience. In other words, they're programming them. You understand? They're programming these young kids into being or to live in that type of lifestyle. So now you go by the doctor. You go by the doctor to get a checkup. The doctor is going to ask your child if he or she is like a male or female.
Good night.
Well, what does that have to do with my child just getting a checkup?
Right.
Why? Because they're trying to program your kids. They're trying to. Remember that I brought that book about that little mermaid. I forget how it's what it is. Something about being a little mermaid. You understand? Like, why would you write a book about that? Why? That's why it's so important when you bring your kids in here. You try to get them at a certain age. Once they get to that age where they could understand what you're saying, you start bringing them to Sabbath service.
That's
right. Getting them to Sabbath service, because in Sabbath service, they're gonna start to do what? You're gonna start to teach them their culture, their language. You understand? You're gonna put something in them to go against what America is trying to put in them. You understand?
So like I said,
come on.
If I could too, like it like the way that programming works to make them, LGBTQ or whatever. But like we see it here in the truth, how that same programming can work and the opposite. Like I had to learn how to not smoke weed every day and be a drug addict. I had to learn how to not be the things that we were. So we see where, that influence absolutely, plays a major role in how we live our lives and what we choose to do, every day.
Yes.
So like, if I may, out of one.
Come on.
And it's also at the end of it when he's talking about look like he's trying to escape the responsibility of what he's created in the culture. It's our society is supposedly an indicator for everything that appalls us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then I read ahead, but it looked like he's trying to evade it and just saying, nah, it's not my culture that's doing it. You understand?
Yeah, he's trying to blame everybody. He's trying to think everybody have the same mindset like him.
Right.
You understand? When we don't. You understand? We don't have that mindset like him. I mean, we never think like him. Why? Because we read that Bible, and that Bible gives you laws, statutes, and judgment.
Damn right.
How to go about living your life. Right? And you could clearly see, you were reading this, and you could clearly see that, he doesn't give a F about any laws. You know what I mean? He wants to be an animal, right? Read that last part there for me.
Come on, sir. Our society is supposedly an incubator for everything that appalls us.
Right. So he's just saying, you all know what incubator is, right? What's an incubator?
If I'm not mistaken, it's like a
Just
device.
look it up. Is that what?
It's like a device. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to act as, like a nurturing device. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a fake, like a womb.
Yes.
It's this thing where something can grow. So like it.
Yes, and that's basically what you're saying. You understand? So the only way to not be in an incubator, you're gonna have to come in the truth.
That's right.
You are going to be in an incubator, and you are going to grow these types of behavior based on your slave master, because that's how he thinks. All the murder and killing that taking place, in America here, you understand, is what you call it again, is because of him. You understand? And what he teaches, or what he puts on the TV. Right? Now, Tabon, skip down to the highlighted part there. What's more organized?
Come on, sir. What's more, organized battle is not restricted to humans. Ants make war and either massacre or enslave a rival swarm. Cichled fish gang up and attack outsiders. Myxobacteria form wolf packs that corner and dismember prey. Groups of lizards pick on a formerly regal member of the clan who has become disfigured by the loss of his tail. Female bees chase an overage queen through the corridors of the hive and lunge, biting over and over until she is dead.
No, skip down to this part right here. We're highlighting right here.
Come on, sir. Ants do not watch television. Fish seldom go to the movies. Myxobacteria, lizards, dolphins, and bees have not been programmed by Western culture.
What the hell is he saying?
Salaga, sir. Again, he's driving the point home that you can't say that it's programming because it's a part of nature. Ants didn't have to watch, you know what I'm saying, Saving Private Ryan and, you know what I mean, Game of Thrones and things. They didn't have to watch bloody TV and karate movies to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And all these little bacteria and lizards and everything, you know what I'm saying? They didn't get programmed by anything. So where does it come from? If I could, sir, it reminds me of a lyric that Jay-Z said in a song one time where he said he was trying to argue against the idea that, you know, rap music makes people do certain things. And he said in the song, he said, Scarface the movie did more than Scarface the rapper to me. And so just again, like, so where this programming comes from, you know what I mean? Like what this person is saying is it can't be the movies, it can't be nothing. It's just natural to kill stuff.
That's it. And that's him.
That's right.
And that's how he thinks.
Good night.
You understand? It's just to him, it's nature. It's something that was born inside of us. That Luciferian concept. You know what I mean? That's inside of us. That's living inside of us. When that's what living inside of him.
That's right.
You understand? And give me where it say he's estranged from the womb. Give me where it says he's estranged from the womb. And somebody give me that. And tab one, you see what I'm highlighting right here?
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's just read the last piece after I get my scripture.
Oh, God. Lips.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Like I said, it's Psalms chapter 58 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they are born.
You understand?
Speaking lies. Their poison.
And the Lord is saying this for a reason. Why is he saying this why is he saying this?
So like sir, he's saying
So like I said.
Oh,
hold on, Maya Shah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Maya.
Oh, come on, sir. So like sir, he's saying it's because, you know, there's no changing them. They were made this way.
That's it. And now he's trying to convince the earth that we are made just like him when we're not made just like him.
Right.
We won't put your babies in cages on the border. You understand? We ain't doing that.
Damn right.
We ain't watching, you know what I mean, brothers and sisters starve on the side of the road and then sending money all the way across to the other side, taking all the EBT money, cutting it off, saying you making enough money. Well, Ukraine ain't making enough money. They have wheat to sell. What they doing? What the hell they doing? They have a whole country for themselves. What are they doing? Right? But they're going to convince us we are them. We are not like them. Read it one more time.
So like I said, a verse of Psalms 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Right? As soon as they're born, you understand? They're estranged from that womb. As Maya Shah saying, there's no change in him.
That's right.
You're gonna change his way of concept. Read this last part here. Type 1.
Come. Salakia. She lifts her huge paw and gently shoves the infant aside when
They're talking about a lioness. Just to bring it to the point. They talk about a lioness. Read on.
Come. She lifts her huge paw and gently shoves the infant aside when his nipping becomes too painful. But nature has given these lion mothers only one way of feeding their children: the hunt. This afternoon, these peaceful creatures will tear a gazelle limb from limb. The panicked beast will try frantically to avoid the felines closing in on her, but they will break her neck and drag her across the plain, still alive and kicking. Her eyes will be open and aware as her flesh is gashed and torn. Suppose for a minute that lions were suddenly stricken with guilt about their feeding habits and swore off meat. What would they accomplish? They would starve themselves and their children. They have been given only one option: to kill. Killing is an invention not of man, but of nature.
This bastard.
Right.
You understand? Now, you know what I mean? Now you see who you're dealing with. And we're going to have to come together. Put stuff back up on the screen.
Come on.
Put my big and then put the video of the brother up there.
Come on.
And that's how they play. Somebody was going to say something?
No, Salakia, so if I could, I was going to say something, so if I could.
Come on.
Salakia, but you know what I'm saying, just to show, you know, what you're saying is so heavy when it comes to these devils, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even what they're saying. And this is a popular book. This is well known to some degree. This is a published author. This is absolute trash and garbage. This makes no sense.
Right.
Because you know, it's like when you watch the movie The Lion King, you know what I'm saying? And even when I was young, I used to watch this and I would be like, this is stupid, because Simba would not survive all them years eating all them bugs and slugs.
Damn right.
And all of that. Like, this is a lie, but that's a cartoon. In the cartoon, that makes sense. But the difference between in real life, a lion and a person is that literally the lion has enzymes and a biological structure that means if they don't eat gazelles, they're going to die. The oppressor does not have to oppress black people to live.
Right.
That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it, like you bring it out, sir. They have conditioned themselves to think of it like that, like we're their enemy. If they don't kill us, they won't live. But that's not actually biologically true. So this comparison they're making is just garbage and not real. Salakia.
That's it. That's the end and be all of it. They are just what? Fugitive trying to run from justice.
Right.
You understand? We're trying to run from justice. You understand? Like some good old fugitive. And this brother, one of the Lord chosen, trying to talk, and the lion lunged at him. And he's trying to talk sense into the lion. And then he realized there's no talking sense into this lion. I'm going to have to fight and defend fight for my life. That's here.
Right.
And then the other lions come around and trying to pull the black man off of him, when they should be pulling the other lion off of him. You understand?
Oh, God.
And look at them, just whooping the brother. For what reason? And you telling me none of them beasts ain't trying to pull each other off or nothing? Another brother had to come. Another human had to come to get these beasts off of him. You understand?
Oh, God.
That's crazy. Now, show me, skip it a little forward. And this is what's going to have to happen. I mean, we're going to have to come together. This oppressor, he does not know how to dwell righteously. He does not, because he don't follow his laws. He doesn't. Skip a little more. Skip it a little more. Son, his brother's by himself. I mean, Lord was with you, with your brother.
That's right. Yeah,
Skip it to when them other brothers came. They're still trying to beat him. Good night.
Damn.
See that woman in red?
Come.
Yeah, that's the one that got that the chair across the head. Get some sense knocked into her.
Come, God.
I just want to have it when the brothers and then the cavalry came. You understand? We're gonna have to come together.
Yes, sir.
I might have to get another video, sir. Salaki.
That's okay, Tabon. But I think everybody by now have seen the video with them brothers coming to assist this brother, this elderly brother. You understand? They have seen these brothers coming to the aid to stop a crime from being placed on another brother. You understand? And as General say, there is some hope in Israel just by looking at some of this. There's some hope in Israel to know that we ain't gonna just sit back and watch a crime being committed on one of our own. You understand? And this, as I say, is so in contrast to what I believe Jamie Foxx was the brother who had to apologize to these people for making a statement. Right? Now, what's the time? Anybody have any questions? If not, I'm gonna hit off what's his name? Yanazar. Ezekiel 36. So go to Ezekiel 36.
Come on, God.
All right, go to Ezekiel 36. And it's almost going to tie into what took place in Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, also too. All right. And it can start at 1, and we'll just skip through it a little bit.
I got it, sir.
Go ahead.
12. Yea, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people.
Skip back up. Skip back up to verse 1. Go to verse 1.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 1. Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord.
Right? And the mountain of Israel, what is he trying to say here?
He's talking about the whole nation.
Everyone hear this.
The whole nation. Okay, how does it get to the whole nation?
Through the prophets.
Like it, sir.
Come on.
The leaders, the ones in power.
Yeah, he's talking to the leaders. And he's telling the leaders, he said, he speak to the mountains. You understand? Speak to them. Speak to them people. Where's the mountain? The mountain is where? Is it at the bottom of the hill or the top? It's high. All right, tip top. Right? Read it one more time. Read it one more time.
Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord.
Right? Hear the
Verse
word
2.
of the Lord. Right? And this is what your leader is supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be hearing the word of the Lord. And doing what? Read on.
Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, the Most High, because the enemy hath said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession.
Man, what is the heathen saying? That what?
He's saying, yeah, we gladly Salaki, sir, if I may.
Uh-huh.
We glad we took all your shit.
Basically.
I'm Salaki.
Basically. You understand? We took everything. It's ours. You understand? And then telling us to do what? That we could go back to what? Africa? To hell with, Africa. We ain't no Africans. We don't want Africa. Give us the land you stole.
Right.
You understand? Give the Native Indians back America and you go back to your mountains in Caucasus, Russia.
Damn right.
Right? Read on.
Khan, verse 3. Therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen.
You understand? And that's how they act. They act like if that brother was their possession and he couldn't say nothing to them. When he's just doing his job that you put him there to do. You put him there to keep order, right? You give him a job there to keep order. But because you're thinking as if he's one of your possession, Negro, what you saying? Who you talking to, boy? Who you talking to? No. You don't tell me when to move my boat. I'm going to move my boat when I want to move my boat. Read on.
And ye are taken up in the lips of talkers and
they say what? They say you swallowed up on every side. That brother was on the ground and he was surrounded by a swarm of Neanderthals.
Right.
You understand? By criminals he was surrounded by. Read on.
Verse, and are an infamy of the people. Verse 4. Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord thy power. Thus saith the Lord, the Most High, to the mountains and to the hills, to the rivers and to the valleys, to the desolate waste, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about.
What is he saying here?
So he's saying, sir, if I may, he's saying you got to go out and find your people and tell them, what's going on. Like make sure the people understand, even though they, the heathen done already taken everything from us. You understand? But we still got to have this information, this knowledge.
Yes, it's like today. Like, where's your black leaders talking about this situation?
Right.
Where are they coming out and saying, where's the mayor is a black mayor? Why is he not coming out and saying that these so-called oppressors were wrong? They started it. You understand?
Right.
He's on the mountain arc. He's on top. He's looking down on them brothers and sisters who had to defend themselves. You're looking down. He could clearly see what took place. You understand? The Lord telling your leaders, go to these people who was what? Who was forsaken and who became prey and a derision. Was a derision?
It's like confusion.
Look it up.
You're going to look it up?
I say it and derision to the residue of the heathen.
Come on, sir. Derision from the Oxford Dictionary. Derision, contemptuous ridicule or mockery.
Right. So you a derision, meaning what? They turn on the news every day and see you are being labeled as a what?
Criminal.
A criminal. You got Donald Trump saying that you're a bunch of rapists. You understand? Hillary Clinton telling you that you're a predator. You're a super predator. You understand? Right? Now read on. Read verse 5.
And Salakia, sir. And I would say, meanwhile, they visiting Jeffrey Epstein private island for children.
Yeah. But you the one, you the one in the region. You understand? You the bad apple. You the cause that the housing what do you call that, the depression. You the reason why we're in depression.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
Verse 5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, the Most High, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, and despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey.
Now skip to 12.
Verse 12. Yea, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel.
What is he saying there?
He's saying that they getting ready to get stomped out. Or
play it again, tab 1. Let me see. Play it again. Let me see. Yeah. Play it again. He gonna cause you to read that part one more time.
Kind of on God, sir. Therefore, and they have appointed my land into their own possession with the joy. Oh no, Salaka, we on 12. Salaka. Yeah, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel.
I will
cause men to walk upon you. Cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel.
And that's what the Lord wants, because of what they did to us. You understand? The Lord wants us to do what? Walk upon them, but not right now. Hold up now. Don't let Esau think I'm trying to incite violence. No, I'm not trying to incite violence. You understand? But the Lord is going to cause us to walk upon them. You understand? Because of what they did. You understand? These people were what? They were defending their brothers. Because some evil Caucasians decided to put their hands to become criminals that day, like the fathers. You understand? Right? Read on.
And they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be their inheritance, and thou shalt no more henceforth bereave them of men.
And they shall what? And you shall no more henceforth what?
Verse 13.
No. Read that last part over.
Bereave them of men.
What does that mean?
Thou shalt, Salakia. And they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be their inheritance, and thou shalt no more henceforth bereave them of men.
That will explain the walk upon. What does that say?
So like I said, is to bereave is like to deprive them, like pretty much killing them. You know?
Yeah, making them widows. Yeah. You understand? You're not going to deprive them of men. You understand? And you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That is where you're going to have to take it with these animals. You know what I mean? And this is when Christ return, of course. But that little stomping out part, that little walk upon, they got stomped out.
Right.
You understand? And it was of the Lord. Lock them devils up, man. Lock them up.
Damn right.
You understand? Everything will be nice and smooth if these devils get locked up. But as long as you let these devils out and walk in, brother, you're going to have a problem on your hand because they think like lions. They think like hawks. They think like animals. You understand? They don't follow laws, and to them, it's nature. Until nature start fighting back. You understand? Until you see you start to get the behind whooped, then it's a problem. Now it's a brawl. The duck brawl. What brawl you talking about? This brother was defending himself from these animals. You calling it a brawl? Like it's a bar fight? This ain't no bar fight. This is these men trying to kill this brother for just trying to do his job. That's all. You understand? All right. Any questions? You're good on that, Yanaza?
I don't want car. I don't want car, sir. The water.
All right. All right. So, any questions before I let you all out? If not, we'll be back here next week again. But I'll pass the class over to priest and officer who taking who have it in the in Durham. Who's the guard?
Officer Maya Shaw, sir.
Come on, I'll pass the class over to priest and officer Maya Shaw.
It's like men of Israel Majim. Sar turn face teacher. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute unto the teacher. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yashai Barak a thumb.
Okay. Sar turn face sisters. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute unto the teachers. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Majim, Barak.
Yahweh
Shema Elathan Bashan Yahweh.
Yajman Tal means hands down, class dismissed. Yashab, sister be seated. Oh, everybody be seated. Lucky. All right, security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18-21 and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew.
My shot. Just come more in the middle. Come in the middle. Move the chair out of the way.
Oh, slide, sir.
Yeah, you good.
Right, sir. Come. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18-21 and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew is pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation will be the Feast of First Fruits. It's like, no. The memorial blowing of the trumpets. It's like it'd be the August 15th in September 15th in Charlotte, the water circle. Remind Akim and Aquathian to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school and he's going to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. So like it, sir. Oh, it's like Officer Zion, sir. Is it why we do the prayers from here, sir?
What do you want to do?
Or you want to do it in Fayetteville?
So, like, if I may, if you could have Tawawan Khan, Tawawan, you read it. Salakia is who's there? Maya Shar, you do it in the Hebrew. Tawawan, you do it in the English. Bible Kashah, the Lord's Prayer.
Come on, sir.
Okay. Saw, turn and face the east. It's the Lord's Prayer. Oh, it's like it. Akwawap. Wawapanya Kwadum. It's like it's a turn face to the east. It's the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kwadash. Haya. Shemka. Yahweh. Malafaka. Taba'ah. Ratzaika. Haya. Aisha. Baratza. Kawa. Haya. Bashamayim. Nathaniel. Lakum. Cow. Yawam. Wasalat Nawa. Kawaf Wana. Kasalat Nawa. Kawaf Yanawa. Wala'ah. Ayanawa. Banasaya 1. Abo. Hawashanawa. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wala. Walapara. Lawalayam. Aman.
In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Pray for the curses.
Salakia, Tawawan, that's it, bro. We just do the Lord's Prayer
Come on, sir.
at the water.
That class is dismissed.